It's time for The Bridge, and we've got you covered. Well, today we're going to introduce you to the newest star of daytime television, Mel Robbins. She's going to tell us all about her new show that premieres next week. So get ready, The Bridge starts now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Bridge. I'm WSAV's Natalie Hendricks. You know, all this week you've been watching WSAV's The Bridge at our normal time, of course, 11:30 a.m., but also only this week at 3 p.m. as well. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is this happening? Well, starting next week, September 16th, WSAV is premiering a new show called The Mel Robbins Show. Mel is a motivational speaker who is helping people transform their lives through empowerment. And recently, we caught up with Mel to find out all about her new endeavor. From best-selling author to motivational speaker.
This was my secret weapon for a long time. And then I started talking about it, and it spread like wildfire, and now I want to teach it to you so that you can use it to beat procrastination, to build confidence, to triple your business this year.
To giving TED Talks.
Those areas where you're happy, you do the work. Those areas where you're complaining, you don't feel like it, so you don't do it.
If you didn't know better, you might think Mel Robbins has always lived a charmed life.
No way.
Things were not always this good for her.
I personally hit rock bottom about 10 years ago, and ironically, it's from that low moment that this career has taken off. I started sharing all the wisdom that was working for me when life tested me, and my career as a motivational speaker and best-selling author and TED Talker, it just exploded.
Mel was 41 when her life fell apart. Her marriage was in trouble. She was out of work, and she was facing financial ruin. Some days she even struggled to just get out of bed. But one day she had a revelation. Life is defined by the time between what happens to you and how you react to that. She created something called the 5-second rule, a simple philosophy that requires you to move instead of just think about moving. It changed her life in such an amazing way. She started sharing it with others. Now she's created a movement that's helped thousands of people get their lives back on track.
Mel Robbins has changed my life in so many ways.
And if that sounds good to you, you're in luck. Because beginning Monday, Mel will bring her message to the masses on her new TV program called The Mel Robbins Show. And she's very excited about this new chapter in her life.
The fact that I now have the opportunity to be with you every weekday at 3 p.m. and share the amazing stuff that I've learned, that I'm continuing to learn, to share the mistakes that I've made, and to give real people like you and me and you watching at home a place where you can go every weekday to not only be entertained, but to get the tools that you need and the inspiration that you need to take control of this chapter of your life and make meaningful changes. It's like a dream come true, you know?
While Mel has helped so many who have hit rock bottom, what if your life isn't that bad? Does the Mel Robbins Show have something for you too? You bet.
We talk in this show about everything ranging from how you deal with trauma, whether it's childhood trauma or the trauma of losing somebody you love, or trauma from PTSD, from serving in the military and being a veteran, all the way down to what I call rock in the shoe problems. You're arguing with your sister, you're worried about losing your job, you just got a divorce and you don't know how to start your life over. You're feeling like you're getting older and you don't know what that encore career is. Or all of the issues raising kids in 2019, my God. You know, my husband and I have 3 kids, and when I think about the issues that we faced when our oldest, who's now 20, was 14, and the issues we're facing now 6 years later with our 14-year-old son, like we weren't worried about juuling 6 years ago. I didn't even know what the heck that was. And so I aspire to have this be a show where you're going to see yourself every day. You're going to learn something every day that you can either apply in your own life, or you're going to pick up your mom or pick up the phone or call your mom and be like, oh my gosh, you're a smother hen. That's what the issue is. The one thing that you're going to learn, particularly as you watch this show, is that we all have more in common than we don't.
So tune in Monday to see The Mel Robbins Show. You're guaranteed to find something that speaks to you.
I can't wait to see you guys September 16th at 3 p.m. right here.
Definitely going to be a good show. Now, The Mel Robbins Show premieres right here on WSAV next Monday, of course, at 3 p.m. So make sure that you tune in. And if you have an issue that you need help with and you want to reach out to Mel, just check out our website. You can find out how to do that. Just go to melrobbinshow.com. That's the melrobbinshow.com. There's a lot of information on that website. You know, when the temperatures fall or rise, you hear a lot of automotive experts many times asking you, is your car ready for the change of seasons? When you think about it, here in Savannah, the Coastal Empire and Low Country, you know, our climate is not too terrible when it comes to our vehicles, but still there are things that we need to make sure that we do to keep our cars running safe and smooth. And to ask and find out some of those questions, we decided to reach out to an automotive expert. Courtney Hansen is familiar to car enthusiasts. The TV host, sports personality, and author is the daughter of race car driver Jerry Henson, so she knows her way around a car. But not everyone is so in tune when it comes to tune-ups, so Courtney is here to help. And we're in good hands because Courtney is known as the Garage Girl.
Okay, so a new survey by Toyo Tires tells us that more than half of those surveyed would rather spend their time and money worrying about their fall wardrobe and their closets than preparing their vehicles for the change in season. And so I'm all about buying that cool new pair of boots, but a third of the drivers out there aren't preparing their vehicles for the winter months. No matter where you live, I can give you some good tips that are quick and easy, and they don't cost you much at all. We'll start with I'm working with Toyo Tires, so I feel like we should start with tires. There's the good old-fashioned tread test, where you just take a penny and you put it head down in the tread, and if you can see all of Abe's head, then that means your tires are bald and they need to be replaced. So it's dangerous to be driving on those. I recommend once a month taking a good look at the tires, doing a proper inspection where you look for any punctures and any excessive wear or uneven wear. If you see those things, then you want to immediately take your vehicle to a local tire dealer. And then you also want to look for anything lodged in the tires that shouldn't be there, like glass or metal or rocks. And then moving over to the windshield, even if you're in a place like Savannah where you might not have the extreme winter conditions, you might have a lot of rain, I recommend changing these out before the season starts. And you can do it yourself, and then you don't have to pay somebody else to do it. It's really easy. You just pop off the old blades and put on the new ones, click them in, and you're good to go. And then you know that you're safe in that department. And then the survey also tells us that only a third of the drivers out there have emergency kits in their vehicles. And it's so important that every ride has an emergency kit.
Courtney says since we live in a warmer climate, our emergency kit should have different things than our friends in colder climates.
I recommend having a first aid kit, and then you want jumper cables, flashlight, flares for emergencies. Yeah, you don't need the hand warmers and scarf and things, but I recommend an energy snack and water, and those are some of the essentials.
Definitely some great information there. Well, what about you? What are some of your tried and true maintenance tips that you can share with us so we can share with our viewers? We're always looking for that kind of information. So send us a message. You'll find us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. You can also email us at any time. That's thebridge@wsav.com. Don't go away. We'll be back with more of The Bridge right after this. Stay with us.